But when you read and watch and listen and everything, look for ways that you can make things your own. Like, look for a theme in a movie and think, oh, that's interesting. What if I twisted it like this and put it in my own characters? You know, just how can I spin things off?
But like you said, books have a lot of, ideas in them, and you don't, while you're reading, you might just get a sudden spark of creativity, and that maybe leads to something much bigger, and it all started from, reading. I was also going to suggest, though, if you want to come up with a new idea for a brick film, the best way to do it is not to think about it. As Jargon already suggested, pretty much go and do other stuff. Read a book, watch TV, but also besides that, you should also maybe go outside and explore around and just explore the world around. That's how I get ideas anyway. Actually, that's how I got some of my for my own film so far. That's how I got some of my ideas, like for stars. I was just because I'm interested in astronomy naturally. So one night I was just outside observing with my telescope, and the idea just sparked to me. I don't know why, but I just started putting stuff together really fast in my mind, and pretty soon I had the draft of stars in my head. So you never know when an idea is going to come to you.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just get ideas I'll be sitting just kind of playing around with my Lego pieces, what I've got, just building things, and then I'll build something like a mock, and I'll look at it and be like, how can I incorporate this into a film? And I'll just get a flood of ideas, and it'll be the main idea of the film. So I play around a lot with my Lego, just building sets and everything and characters, and I don't know, ideas just kind of come to me when I'm doing that, really. And like the others have said, reading books, watching TV, going outside, those are great ideas too, because reading books, that's really key, because you really learn about plot development and stuff, and when you watch a TV show, you see how an actual visual representation kind of develops the plot. Kind of like Harry Potter, if you read the books, then watch the movie, you can see how the transition has to change between movie and book to get it to flow smoothly and everything.
That's a good point. I liked what you were saying about the building with Lego. Occasionally, I love minifigures. That's one of my favorite things to do. And so I'll be mixing parts up, and I'll put two things together, and I think, oh, that works really well. And sometimes that'll just inspire me for a character. And when you have an idea that comes to you, don't necessarily think you have to come up with an outline for your next Lord of the Rings style epic right away. Let it play around in your mind. Think about it for a week. Just write down notes when you're not busy. If you're, this is probably not going to go over well with parents. If you're bored in class, write down notes and ideas about what your idea is. Just kind of think about it for a while. And that'll also help you have a more developed story than if you just kind of go, oh, I have an idea, blah, 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 and you write it down 10 minutes.
I wonder who does that. JK.
I actually do that quite a bit. I'm ashamed.
Well, different strokes for different folks.
That's true.
You might also want to take on too ambitious projects.
Yeah, I like to voice act for people, and I have gotten burned several times because newbies, even because I always try to go for the literate sounding fellows. There are two guys, like Joe and Daniel Sitch, several months ago, and they came and they both had these great ideas for these semi-long films, and I recorded a bunch of lines for both of them, and they just disappeared. And it's happened to me several times. So
I recorded lines for that film too.
So just start off with something that you can do, that's reasonable. Get your toes wet.
Yeah, you guys remember Meet Larry, right? When I was a newbie.
Good times.
Yeah, that sucked. I scrapped the idea and gave it to Blackitch. Is that how you pronounce his username?
I have no
idea.
Blackitch, or
yeah.
But it was way too ambitious at the time. It was and that I wouldn't want to make it anyway now because it sucks. And yeah, it was too ambitious for a newbie, and it, like, if you were to actually read the script, it involved, like, lots of scenes and lots of details, and I put down a lot of my voice actors, like, Zat, and I don't know how I got such a good cast for that, but yeah.
Should we move
Well,
on?
he's gone now, so I blame you for making him leave.
Who?
Black Itch.
Oh my gosh, he left?
Yeah, like a week or so ago.
Really?
Him and a
Oh
couple
my
other
gosh.
people.
Why?
Yeah.
He left?
Yeah, he was
His
just kind of.
suicide note was quite sad.
He's like, I want to go somewhere more adult. And
Oh.
a couple other
Adult in
people
what
left.
way?
Link me to the thread!
Just want to give a quick shout out to Birdell, however you'd like to pronounce his name. Bert Luce, there we go, that's his real name. Because the open beta of the resources just opened, and that's been a long time coming. And
Yes,
so
it has.
go check it out, go look at things, if there's bugs, tell him, look through the articles, write an article. I wrote an article today, 3 tips to creating an effective casting call. It's easy, just share your knowledge, and let's get this thing built up. The other thing I wanted to mention is there was an article today on the Brothers Brick, which, if you're not aware, because unfortunately brick filming is kind of a little bit segmented from the regular Lego community, brothers-brick.com is kind of the main Lego brick or Lego blog out there. And they posted an article today. Lego wants to hear new theme ideas. Steve Witt, who is the community representative to the online community, asked the Lego ambassadors, Smeagol is our ambassador, I believe, to collect suggestions. So we want to hear your suggestions. PM the account BIM Talk with your idea for what you think the next original Lego theme should be. So don't PM and say, oh, I think it should be Transformers, or I think it should be Tron or whatever. Even though those might be cool, they're looking for original themes. So if you send in your ideas, and we will pick the best ones, and we will mention them on the podcast and give you a shout-out. So get on it, people. And this is your chance for you to be heard by Lego and possibly help them create a new theme.
Also, we would like to have you guys PM us like questions you have about brick filming, and we will do our best to answer them in future episodes.
And we will have guests to come this week.
Yes, we will.
We're going to have Hazat, but he's not here. But we will make it happen in the future, so stay tuned.
And we will be putting this on iTunes, so keep updated on that. We should have it up in the next week, I'm hoping for.
Also, for how the 2 people who use Zune out there, it's going to be there too, because Zune owns iPod.
Oh, shut
Just
up.
saying.
Oh, man.
Apple fanboy over here.
I don't even know what Zune is. I've only heard of the name before.
It's like a rip-off
It's
iPod.
Zune.
It's Zoom by Microsoft.
It's an MP3 player.
Oh.
Anyhow, I think that's about all we have tonight.
Yep.
Thanks for listening,
All right.
guys.
Everyone, shut up! This concludes the BIM broadcast.
Podcast is not sponsored or endorsed by BricksinMotion.com or the Lego Company.